side, your underdog right side. Better reaction time goes to David Saltz. He's about a car length out in front, top end, 7:34, beating a 7:48. Both drivers improving over qualifying. Left side gets the win. David Saltz, your number 7 qualifier, moves on.
All right, listen up. If you lost your iPhone, we got it. Go to race control and unlock it, and you can have it back. Lost iPhone, we got it. Go to race control, unlock it, you get it back.
All right, here comes your next pair, Christine Dodworth and Jordan Ravello. Christine, left side out of Pennsylvania, qualified at 7:16 at 2:04. Christine currently sitting in the number 2 spot. Jordan, your number 15 qualifier, right side out of Georgia, 8:18. He's got to find a second performance. He tries for the whole shot instead and turns on the red light. Both of them all over their lanes. Christine already got the win light on, but she motors out the back door, 7:18 at 2:08. For Christine Dodworth to get the W. Jordan Ravello knew he had to take a shot at the tree, was the lower qualified car by almost a full second, and just did not do it. He turned on the red light instead, but Christine almost matching her qualifying effort of 7:16 with a 7:18. That would have been hard for Jordan to get around.
This car coming up, Marcelo Duran in the left lane, was actually a second place finisher in the, I think it was a second place finisher in the Elite 8 roll race. I think he went deep in the 220s. Got the hit, was out ahead of the other car, and then got passed up towards the end because he had some sort of malfunction. So he's obviously taking his bypass. See? Nissan GTRs that make 2,500 horsepower can be driven to the grocery store. Look how graceful and kind that run is. He's gonna run about a 20. Yep, see, an 18. That's like a family grocery getter.
So Marcelo getting the opponent broke single there. He actually was also in the roll race competition. So he'll go to round number 2 with that 18-second pass. It'll forfeit lane choice for him, but that's okay. He moves on. This also should be a pair, but only Dennis Gallin showing up right side as Michael Portals did not. The New York-based GTR is a no-show, so Dennis Gallin out of North Hollywood, California will get the single pass here. Gallin qualified in the number 5 spot at 7:33. So again, all he needs to do is take the tree, motor down to the top end, and go across the scales. If he decides to take it easy, like we just saw Marcelo Duran, he can do so. If he wants to make a full pass, he can as well. And he is going to opt to save the parts and pieces. Once again, I have called my first 3 streetcar classes, my 3 quickest. Streetcar Elite, Streetcar Pro, and Streetcar Champ. Streetcar Elite, this is your final call. I need you to the lanes, please. Streetcar Pro, I need you as well. And I also need Streetcar Champ. Streetcar Champ, I need you to the lanes, please.
And the fans, you're up for a treat in the right lane. The first pair coming down the track, you're gonna have your number 1 qualifier, Brett LaSalle. I think he went, I wanna say off memory, 6:42 at 2:20. How close am I, Derek?
You're pretty close, 6:46 at 2:26.
Okay, and he's actually gone, I think, a 6:26 before. I'm sure he's gonna work his way up as he gets into the, or gets through the ladder. But you never know, we've seen upsets. You never know what can happen in TX2K. We've got our track, our staff, our sponsors, and about 15,000 of our friends here today to watch these cars race. So drivers, no pressure, but you got about 15,000, 20,000 in the stands watching your race. Don't mess.
If you're building a track car or a daily driver, Autosports Engineering has got you covered. We manufacture some of the best billet performance parts in the market today, from transmission conversions to custom carbon drive shafts and drive shaft adapters. We use only the highest quality materials and equipment to ensure that our parts are not only strong, but also the finest quality. Whether you're looking to improve your vehicle's performance, reliability, or durability, Autosports Engineering has the perfect solution for you.
We drive tech. We drive the industry, going beyond the limits and advancing forward. A versatile all-in-one solution. We're here for you every step of the way. And that's why you see FuelTech everywhere.
Whether you're building a dedicated track car or a daily driver, Autosports Engineering has got you covered. We manufacture top quality billet performance parts that cater to a wide variety of applications, from transmission conversions and custom drive shafts to valve covers. We use only the finest materials and advanced technology to produce the most reliable parts out there in order for you to achieve your goals. If you would like to find out more about our products, feel free to reach out to us at autosportsengineering@gmail.com or check out the website at autosportsengineering.com.
We drive tech. We drive the industry, going beyond the limits and advancing forward. A versatile all-in-one solution. We're here for you every step of the way. And that's why you see FuelTech everywhere.
If you're building a track car or a daily driver, Autosports Engineering has got you covered. We manufacture some of the best billet performance parts in the market today, from transmission conversions to custom carbon drive shafts and drive shaft adapters. We use only the highest quality materials and equipment to ensure that our parts are not only strong, but also the finest quality. Whether you're looking to improve your vehicle's performance, reliability, or durability, Autosports Engineering has the perfect solution for you.
Attention in the pits, I need Streetcar Sport. Streetcar Sport, my final streetcar class to the lanes, please. Streetcar Sport. Streetcar Sport, I will take you to the lanes, please. So I have called all 4 of my 16-car streetcar fields. If you are in streetcar and you qualified and you are not in the lanes, I need you there now, please. Ladies and gentlemen, your quickest and fastest street car in the street car class coming up right-hand side. As we get ready for round number 1 in the street car class, we will start with Elite.
Okay, who's got the Mustang?
Who's got Brett LaSalla right side?
What about the Viper? Oh, okay, we got some Mopar fans in the house.
So ladies and gentlemen, your number 1 qualifier, the quickest and fastest car on the property, Brett LaSalla, Snot Rocket 2.0. Right-hand side out of Sanford, Florida, 646 and 226. He will face your number 16 qualifier. Jordan Martin, left side, the Viper, 757 was his best run. And he smokes the tires, LaSalla off like a shot, 008 reaction time, 657 and 212. LaSalla left no chance for Jordan Martin, a near perfect 008 reaction time. Brett LaSalla, who was perfect on the reaction time in qualifying, staying razor sharp, and just lays the smack down and gave Jordan Martin no room at all.
By the way, Brett tapped the brakes before the finish line.
And he wasn't even on his quickest pace. 119 on the 60-foot. He's been 110 this week. All right, so we know that our first winner going to round number 2, Brett LaSalla. Here comes our next pair, Brian Cummings, Anthony Reyes. Reyes out of Pasadena, Texas, right side. The 2011 Mustang. He qualified in the number 13 spot with a 746. He faces the Mustang of Brian Cummings out of Louisiana, Kenner to be exact. 2014 model. He qualified number 4 at 676, so 676 qualifier left side. 736 right side, so your underdog right side, your favorite 6-second car left side. Whole shot right side, but the car chatters the tires. Brian Cummings to the finish line. 7:01 and 189. He let out of the gas early, but still gets the win easily over the 948 as Anthony Reyes spun the tires at the start. So we may have reports of possible fluid or some parts that came off the vehicle, so we're going to wait while the spotters jump out, check everything out.
Looked like a spoiler, maybe like an under tray, something like that.
So far, ladies and gentlemen, the higher qualified cars in the first 2 pairs, number 1 and number 4, moving on to the second round. As we said, you can race on paper, you can put down your best performance. We've already seen plenty of upsets here in just the first 5 classes. The number 15 qualifier in 2 classes is going to round 2, meaning your number 2 qualifier lost in first round, loading up earlier than expected. Our next pair backing up after their burnout right-hand side is Tyree Smith, the man who runs TyTech out of Lewisburg, Tennessee. 1966 model Chevrolet Nova. And he promulgates, and I mean makes it widely known that that thing has a big bad procharger with all the noise that thing makes. He qualified in the number 6 spot with a 693. He faces Fernando Hernandez with left down the 7s. Knows he's got to dig deep. He's got the better reaction time. Can he hang on to the win? No, he can't. Tyree Smith gets the win, 692 at 198. A very game 715 to 197 for Fernando and the Camaro, just not good enough. Our next pair, right-hand side completing the burnout, and it looks like left-hand side doing a little bit of cleanup work. Right-hand side, a man who has laid the smackdown both on the drag side and on the roll racing side. This is Aaron Miller out of Shakopee, Minnesota, 2016 model Viper. In the roll race segment, this car was over 200 miles an hour. In the drag race segment, 677 at 213 for the Viper. As we heard earlier this week, over 3,000 horsepower in the Viper, but he managed to keep factory heat and air conditioning in it as well. So left side with a little bit of quick touch-up work by TJ Bailey. Get everything figured out. And Earl Schexnader waiting his turn to do the burnout. Schexnader, who had most of the water feel like dry up from his burnout puddle, still managed to do the burnout in the 2000 model Mustang out of Louisiana.
Ford versus Dodge Viper.
Earl qualified at 736 at a smooth 200 on the left-hand side, and he is 0.6 of a second an underdog. Can you imagine that? 736 for a street car, and you're 0.6 behind. Aaron Miller, the favorite car right side. Earl trying to take him down left side. And the Viper bumps through the Mustang big wheel stand off the starting line. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the decision is right lane left early. So your number 6 qualifier goes down, red lighting first. That means that Earl Schexnader, your number 12 qualifier, will move on. To our next pair, Zach Hicks, John Lund, another one of our 6-second cars, right-hand side out of Brooksville, Florida for Lund. Qualified number 3 at 673. Faces Zach Hicks. Hicks is your number 14 qualifier. The Corvette looking to take him down and gets a big hole shot. Near perfect 001 line. Is it enough to hold off the Mustang? No. Lund comes around him 680 at 209, taking down the 735 at 188. John Lund was looking at a lot of Corvette out there. He gets the win by about a car length and a half. That'll bring up Travis Chaney and Jeremy Sparks. Sparks is your number 2 qualifier, 664 at 208 for him. He's on the right-hand side in the flat black Mustang. Left-hand side, the uniquely wrapped 92-notch Mustang. That's Travis Chaney. He's also out of Tennessee. So in all Tennessee, all Ford notchback starting line. Chaney is your number 15 qualifier at 752. A 752 street car is nothing to shake a stick at, but he is 9/10 of a second slower than Jeremy Sparks on the right side. Left side at it, wicked up and turned the tires loose. Sparks, right side. 661 at 212, his best run of the week. 661 at 212.48 miles an hour for Jeremy Sparks. That is his best time and his best speed. He qualified at 664 at 208, now improving to a 661 at 212. This should be Joe Holt against Jason Magnum, but Magnum not answering the call for round 1. So Holt in the wheel standing Mustang gets a single. He's going to make a lap back to the right side. 7:17 at 197 for Joe Holt, who went 7:22 at 197, so improving slightly. So your number 10 qualifier will move on here. And in what should be your final pair, Aldo Morales and Brian Luna. Luna, the Texas-based Mustang, did not make the call. So Aldo, out of Texas, the 2017 Mustang on the right side, will get a single. Now again, doing the burnout shows that we think he's gonna make a shot at it. Aldo qualified at 7:06 at 202 miles an hour. And he will have a tough opponent on his hands next round. He will face Brett LaSala, so he may try something here to see just how much the track will take. Once again, I have called Streetcar Champ and Streetcar Pro. Streetcar Champ, Streetcar Pro, and each to the lanes, please. Streetcar Champ, Streetcar Pro, and each and out. Aldo laying it down, 112 on the 60-foot to the top end for Aldo. 7:05 at 193. Not a bad lap at all, but he's going to come into his second round matchup about a half a second down to Brett LaSala. That will wrap up round number 1 of Streetcar Elite. We are now going to move to our second field, Streetcar Pro. This is our next 16 cars in qualifying. Okay, so as we move into our second, third, and fourth qualified fields, as we have talked about during roll racing, there will be a breakout enforced in these. So your highest qualified car here is Boyd Bombera. He qualified at 761 with a 1. So you take 2/10 off of it, that's 741 with a 1. That means you could run as quick as 7:411 if you go 7-4-1-0 or quicker, regardless of whether you got there first or not, you're disqualified. That is the 2/10 breakout rule. Now that is providing we have a green light start on both sides. First pair out, Cody Rogers, Alexander Esparza, the quickest Holden four-door on the right-hand side. Cody Rogers left side of the Mustang. Rogers, a little wheel stand, now he's got to try to reel the Holden back in. Can he do it? No, he can't. 740 with an 8. That's too quick. Alexander, 2,000s, too quick on the right-hand side. The quickest he could run was 741 with a 0. That means Cody with a 754 actually gets the win left side. So left side will move on. Right side ran too quick. That is precisely why we have the sandbagging rule, ladies and gentlemen. We want to make sure that everybody plays on a level playing field to the best of our ability. Here comes our next pair, Boyd Bombera, Chad Cates. Cates in the clean C4 Corvette on the right side out of Lufkin, Texas. Chad qualified in the number 16 spot, 786. He faces your number 1 qualifier, Boyd Bombera. Bombera also out of Texas, the 2020 Mustang left side, qualified at 761. So an all Texas starting line. Mustang versus Corvette. Higher qualified car on the left. And left side, your number 1 qualifier bumps through the beams for a red light. Chad Cates in the Corvette will move to the next round. 847 at 171, and your number 1 qualifier trying to bump into the beams bumps through for a disqualification. Once again, Streetcar Champ and Streetcar Pro. I need you now, please. Streetcar Champ, Streetcar Pro. Need you to the lanes, please. Well, you're not seeing double here. This is Zach Myers in the OG Snot Rocket 1.5 out of Orlando, Florida. Zach and Tasha Myers right side. The 2013 Mustang qualified number 6 at 777. He will face Barry Gomez out of Colorado. The copper-colored Mustang left side. Gomez qualified at 779, so the two of them separated by just 0.02 of a second between number 6 and number 11 qualifying spot. The staging crew moving Barry Gomez back, saying, yep, 1 light at a time, just 1. You need to be able to just courtesy stage. That's what we're looking for. Pre-stage bulb only. So again, this could be one of your better runs for round number 1. Separated by just 0.02 in qualifying. Gomez left side. Zach Myers right side. Myers is in. Now Gomez. And Gomez's car immediately turns the tires. Now Zach Myers needs to stay on the good side of the elapsed time. 8:06 at 1:31, and Barry Gomez needs to pull over. Thankfully, they just caught him on the spotter. But it looks like he cooked the transmission. You saw the smoke coming out And unfortunately, that's what happened. He got right in his own fluid and then unfortunately trailed it a little further than we wish he would have. But Barry Gomez finally stopping and pulling over to the side. So ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we will have a little bit of cleanup work to do here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us as we get back into the street car class, the pro class. Nick Fosna and Nick DeJarnis. DeJarnis left side out of Arizona in the Corvette. DeJarnis qualified in the number 4 spot with a 775. Nick Fosna out of Texas qualified the Mustang right side with a 783, so they're separated by just 0.08 of a second. The difference in qualifying spots is number 4 qualifier left side, number 13 qualifier right side. Left side is the favorite, but right side got the whole shot. And the number 13 qualifier gets the job done, 771 at 181, as Nick has problems and slows to a 995. So Nick improving over his qualifying pass by over 1/10 of a second to get the win and the upset. Number 4 qualifier goes on the trailer early. Here comes your next pair, Charles Sidout and Jonathan Lawman, an all Mustang battle on the starting line. Jonathan Lawman from Louisiana. He is right-hand side, currently qualified in the number 7 spot. He went 777. He'll face Charles Sidout left side. Sidout qualified in the number 10 spot at 779. So 3 qualifying spots between them. Just 0.02 of a second difference. That's all there is between the two. So again, this could be a perfect example of a whole shot victory. Whole shot goes left side to Saito. Big wheel stand and he pedals out of it. Saito to the finish line and goes 764 at 183. Picks up over his qualifying time and rides out a beautiful wheel stand. Watch that one again on FloRacing, ladies and gentlemen. And he will upset the number 7 qualifier. Charles Saito goes to round 2.
I'd say the track prep crew did a pretty good job in that left lane getting it cleaned up.
Here comes one of the OG street cars, Jared Holt. We know him as J-Rod. The green Supra left side out of Oklahoma. J-Rod qualified here in the number 5 spot with a 775. He faces Martin Istre out of Louisiana, the 1988 Notch Mustang right side. Marlin qualified in the number 12 spot. So J-Rod is the favorite car and he gets whole shotted. Marlin way out in front of the Mustang. Could we see an upset here? Yes, indeed, 754 for right side for Marlin. Jared goes 759 as both cars pick up, but Jared got whole shot, and he gets left in the dust by Marlin. It has definitely been an upset-filled first round in several classes, ladies and gentlemen. We bring up our next pair of cars. Efren Garcia Jr. right side, your number 2 qualifier in the Supra. He qualified at 765. He will race the Mustang of Casey McCavey. McCavey left side, based right here in Texas, the 2011 model Mustang. Casey qualified at 785, so 2/10. Separate these two. Higher qualified car on the right side, and the right side bumps back out of the beam, so the Mustang will get an automatic victory here. Casey in the Mustang will go to round number 2, 12 at 136. Attention in the pits, attention in the pits. My final call for stick shift. Final call for stick shift. I need you now, please. Final call, stick shift. Final call, stick shift. I need you now. Here is your last pair and your closest, based on paper, for round number 1 of street car in the pro class. Jacob Turbo, Tammy Burks. Tammy Burks, based out of Texas, right side. Jacob, based out of Texas, left side. So we know we'll have a Texas car going to round 2. Will it be a Mustang or a Camaro? Jacob, left side. The 1990 Mustang, he is your number 8 qualifier. Tammy, right side, your number 9 qualifier with her 2000 model Camaro. They come in here separated by 0.03 of a second. Both cars ran 777. It is a pick'em race here. The whole shot could mean oh so much. Turbo Tammy in, Mustang follows, and Turbo Tammy leaves first. The Camaro with the better light. Can the Mustang get around her? No, Tammy will get the win. 755 with a 9, beating the 768 with a 9. Turbo Tammy Burks to round 2.
Battery?
That'll wrap up round number 1 of our Street Car Pro class. Will move us into Street Car Champ class. This is our 3rd quickest field, separated from a 787 to an 837. First pair out, James Shower, Justin Johnson. Johnson in the Hatch Mustang out of League City, Texas, right side. The 1990 Hatch, he qualified in the number 9 spot at 810. He will face James Shower, who also qualified with an 810 in the 98 Camaro on the left. He's out of Colorado. So both cars qualified with the same number, 8.10. Who gets the win on this one? Camaro with a big wheel stand, the Mustang with the better reaction time. Can James pull back around it? The answer is yes. 785, beating the 808 for Justin Johnson. Johnson with the better reaction time. James Shower, the better reaction time, makes it up and goes quicker, so he will go to round number 2. Our next pair, Jimmy Dale in the Turbo Mustang right side, the 1990 Hatch. He will face the world's loudest Pontiac G8, Rick Crawford, the 790 4-door on the left side. Jimmy Dale gets the whole shot. Big wheel stand for him. He's still out in front. Can Jimmy stay there? The answer is yes. 829 for Jimmy Dale. He gets the win there. And he will go to the next round with the Mustang as Crawford slows with problems to a 976. Here comes our next pair, Robert Robinson and Parker Jones. Robinson, left side, the little 80s Chevy Love Truck, the little compact pickup. He qualified on the sheet in number 6 with an 8:04. He faces Parker Jones, the 2016 Mustang out of Kissimmee, Florida. He qualified in the number 11 spot with an 8:21. So on paper, they're separated by about 0.17 of a second, with the truck having the better ET. So the Louisiana truck, your favorite. The Mustang on the right, the underdog. Truck gets the whole shot on this one. Parker Jones is trying to stay with him. The truck slowly pulls away and will get the win. An 8:03 beating an 8:09. A good contest there. But Robert Robinson left first, and he arrived first. He'll go to round number 2. Jan Bueller and Ty Wiseman will be next. Jan Bueller, the Inverness, Florida-based GTR left side. He qualified in the number 5 spot at 795. He will face Ty Wiseman out of San Antonio, Texas, the C5 Corvette. He qualified his Corvette in the number 12 spot at 8:23. So about 0.3 of a second separate the two, and it looks like Wiseman may have some fluid issues. There was a small puddle behind the car after he came out of the burnout. We're waiting on them to tell him whether or not it's going to be a decisive factor, and they're saying no, they're going to wave him off. Jan Bueller out of Inverness will get a single shot in the GTR, so a tough break there for the Corvette with fluid coming out of the car. So Jan Bueller will get a single left side to go to round number 2. Now, similar to the previous singles you've seen, he can make a full hull, or he can just coast it down the racetrack, and he is looking like he is going to do the latter. Wants to save the wear and tear, parts and pieces on the car, and he will go into round 2. So Jan Bueller with an 18-second pass goes to the next round. We will wait for a little bit of cleanup work to happen on the right-hand side, and then we will bring our next pair to the water. So our next pair coming out of the water box, Patrick Onwuizer right-hand side, Joseph Cortez left side. The Tempe, Arizona-based C5 Corvette backing up after his burnout. Cortez qualified in the number 3 spot with a 790. He will face the Arizona-based 2017 Challenger. On the sheet we have Rob Wood, but it is saying Patrick Onwuizer, so we may have had a driver change. They qualified the number 13, in the number 14 spot with an 828, so about almost 0.4 of a second separate these two. The favorite car left side, the underdog right side. And the left side does not get in time, so the underdog and the Reaper Challenger will get the lead as the Corvette time. 896 at 166. Our next pair is sitting at the ready. Shane Garcia and Kyle Williams. Shane Garcia right side, the Mustang hatch out of Texas. Kyle Williams, the SN95 out of Alberta, Canada. You would be fallacious if you thought that this Mustang was done after he grenaded an engine in qualifying, but he has recovered nicely. A new bullet in there. Both cars spin the tires. Who can recover? It looks like Kyle will get it done. 868 for the left-hand side at 176 as both cars knock the tires loose. It's not pretty, but it will count as a win light. And Kyle Williams with a brand new 383 short block will go into the next round of competition. Ryan Weger and Stacy Barnett will come up next. This is your number 1 and number 16 qualifier. Stacy Barnett out of Elizabeth, Colorado. 2011 model Mustang qualified on top at 787. Will face Ryan Weger out of Oklahoma. 2018 model ZL1 Camaro left side. Qualified with an 837. So a half a second separates these two cars on qualifying. The question is, can Ryan pull off the ultimate upset in the Camaro and knock off Stacy Barnett? At this point, the answer looks like no, as the Camaro loses traction. Stacy to the finish line and goes to an 808 at 144. That'll get Stacy the win. Once again, I put up my final call for stick shift. Final call for stick shift. I need you now, please. Final call for stick shift. Final call for stick shift. I need you now, please. Next pair. Chad Quick and Adam Mueller. Mueller left side in the Viper. Quick right side in the Mustang. This is your final pair for streetcar class, the champ class for round number 1. Mueller, your number 7 qualifier at 808 in the Viper. Chad Quick in the Mustang qualified at 812. So only 500 separate them. Both of them stage. Mustang with a huge hole shot. Your number 10 qualifier out in front. But not for long as he faltered. And the Viper out the back door goes 808 at 184 miles an hour And a tough break for the Mustang as he led off the starting line by almost half a second. Had the Viper on the ropes and the car lost power before 330, and the Viper drives on by. That will wrap up round number 1 of Street Car Class Champion Edition. That is our 3rd quickest class. We will go to Street Car Sport. Streetcar Sport class separated from 840 to 974, so this one a little bit more spread apart. We will open with a pair of Mustangs. Logan Day and Thomas Sanchez. Sanchez, your number 12 qualifier at 897 at 150 in the red car. That's the 2005 Mustang out of Texas right side. Logan Day, left side. The Port St. Lucie, Florida-based 2019 Mustang. This was his daily. It's gotten a little bit out of hand. I remember first seeing this car about 2 years ago. It was running in the 11s and the 10s. It's been pepped up just a little bit. He put the spicy salsa to it. 847 at 168. For Logan Day is what he ran in qualifying. So based on qualifying, a half a second, celebrate these two Mustangs. Logan Day left side has the better ET. And Logan Day leaves Thomas Sanchez glued to the Christmas tree, and Sanchez with a huge wheel stand. Logan takes his foot off the loud pedal. 898 will get him the win, but holy cow, what a ride for Thomas Sanchez. As the car almost went vertical on him as he tuned it up to try to get around the number 5 qualifier, but instead got himself some frequent flyer miles. Now, unlike the run that we saw yesterday with the white Mustang hatch where he brought it down nice and smooth, that one on the other hand came down violently. You saw the impact where the front end smashed back to the earth and a little bit of dust comes up. That's from the car taking out a little bit of the concrete material on the starting line. So a tough break there for your number 12 qualifier, Thomas Sanchez, but it looks like he will go back to the pit area, hopefully with no fluid from underneath the car. Logan Day picked up your win. He will go to round at number 2. All right, attention in the pits, attention in the pits. At this time, I will take all DCT. All DCT. I will take Elite, Pro, and Champ. All 3 of my 16 car fields for DCT. I need you to the lanes, please. All 3 fields for DCT. I need you to the lanes at this time, please. All fields for DCT. I will take you to the lanes at this time, please. So our next pair, another Mopar versus GM battle, as Deshaun Lucky Jr. and Danny Butler will come up in this next pairing. Left side, Lucky, out of Fort Worth, Texas. The 2018 Challenger will occupy left side of the racetrack. Lucky qualified in the number 10 spot at 882. He will face Danny Butler. Butler qualified number 7 at 856, so they're separated by about a quarter of a second. The favored car is the Camaro on the right side, underdog the Mopar on the left. Better reaction time to the Camaro, and the Mopar has problems. The Camaro has this one in the bag. 863 at 156 for Danny Butler will get the job done. Lucky ran out of luck. 12:31 at just 75 miles an hour as the Mopar has problems. Danny Butler, your higher qualified car will go to round number 2. That should bring up the Ford versus Chevy battle next. Corvette versus Mustang. Daniel Gonzalez and Charles Wilson. An all-Texas battle comes up next. Daniel Gonzalez on the left side. He's qualified in the number 14 spot. The Corvette ran 9:33 at 162 during qualifying. He will face Charles Wilson, based right here in Ennis, Texas. Number 3 qualifier in the Mustang. 8:41 for the Mustang on the right side. So the Mustang holding almost 9/10 of a second better elapsed time. The Corvette has to pull the rabbit out of the hat left side and will not do it. He bumps through the beams. So the Mustang will get the automatic win as Gonzalez trying to go for a hole shot, a better reaction time, but instead bumps through the beams, and that eliminates him. Charles Wilson will get the easy win, 864 at a lifting 121 miles an hour, so the Mustang driver will move on. Mike Dorsick and Michael Mejia should be next. Looks like Mike Dorsick in the GTR out of Mississippi has problems, so they are backing him up. That will give Michael Mejia, the Arizona-based 2021 Camaro, an easy shot. He gets an opponent broke single here. And lots of tire spin for Michael, but the wind light's still on his side. So a 12:08 at 126. Not probably what Michael Mejia wanted, but it's good enough to get him to the next round. Once again, I've called all DCT classes, all DCT classes. I have called DCT Elite, DCT Sport, and DCT Champ. All 3 of those classes, I need you to the lanes, please. A pair of Mustangs will come up next. So Mallory Woods, left-hand side, in the turbocharged Mustang convertible. As it looks like Johnson on the right-hand side having problems, so your higher qualified car, number 6, will get backed out with issues, so Mallory Woods will get a single here. The turbocharged drop-top Mustang will get a single shot. The question is, will she leg it out? And Mallory knocks the tires loose on it, and she pulls right over to the side and shuts it off. She wants to make sure she's not dripping any fluid or leaving parts on the racetrack, so we appreciate that. It may have just felt violent inside the car, so she wants to make sure that she did not delay us by any stretch by making sure the car is okay. So pulled over, checked, spotter looked under, said she's A-okay. We're gonna touch up the racetrack just a little bit and get ready for our next pair. Once again, my final call for stick shift. Final call, stick shift to the lanes, please. Final call, stick shift. Final call, stick shift. I need you to the lanes, please. Also, my second call for DCT. Second call for DCT. I need all 3 classes to the lanes, please. All DCT classes. All DCT classes to the lanes, please. Our next pair, Harry Charbonnet and Wayne Willoughby. Willoughby left side in the Mustang out of Georgia. Willoughby qualified in the number 9 spot, 865. He faces Harry Charbonnet in the Chevy Camaro right side, who qualified with an 864. So they're separated by only 1/100 of a second. So this is a pick'em race. Louisiana right side, Georgia left side, they're both in. And the Mustang leaves first, but red lights away his chances. He tried to leave and get a hole shot, but Wayne left too soon. That will give the win light to the Camaro. 857 at 159, so Harry improving over his 864 from earlier, and that will move him to the next round of competition. So this should be Eric Montoya against Zachary Walton. Walton was your number 4 qualifier in the Toyota Supra, but couldn't make the call here. So in the lucky break of the round, your number 13 qualifier, Eric Montoya in the GTR out of Texas, will get the single shot here. He goes 1074 at 176 to get the fuel trim data out the back door. So Eric Montoya will move on. That will bring up your number 1 qualifier, Tyler Garcia. Tyler should be racing Zach Westrom here in the Viper, but Tyler is here, Zach is not. So Tyler, your number 1 qualifier, will get a single here. This is the car that had the huge wheel stand yesterday, and he set it down beautifully. So we'll see if he has the car's suspension tweaked just a little bit to try to make a good A to B pass. Now, again, the number 1 qualifier with an 840 at just 160. We'll see what he does here. Once again, goes way up in the air, and he brings it down once again very well. Tyler will run it to the 1,000-foot mark, click it early, and still go 894 at 125. So Tyler's showing he likes to party. He doesn't want to tighten the front end down. He still wants those sky miles. So that will wrap up round number 1, ladies and gentlemen, of Street Car. The final class, the sport class, is now in the books. That will get us to round number 2 in all 4 street car classes. It will get us next to stick shift, the H pattern class. Stick shift will come up next. So we're going to do a little bit of track prep. It'll take us just a few minutes. Knock the shiny off of it. We want to take a little bit of the glue out for the stick shift cars, as they actually in normal like the wheel speed. So we're going to knock a little bit of the shiny off, and we will be back underway. So ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to grab yourself something good to eat or drink, go and visit the manufacturer's Midway. Now is a good time to go do so. We will touch up the racetrack and be back underway here in just a minute. I believe Laney is still at the table, and he's going to spin some tunes for you.
If you're building a track car or a daily driver, Autosports Engineering has got you covered. We manufacture some of the best billet performance parts in the market today, from transmission conversions to custom carbon drive shafts and drive shaft adapters. We use only the highest quality materials and equipment to ensure that our parts are not only strong, but also the finest quality. Whether you're looking to improve your vehicle's performance, reliability, or durability, Autosports Engineering has the perfect solution for you.
We drive tech. We drive the industry. Going beyond the limits and advancing forward. A versatile all-in-one solution. We're here for you every step of the way. And that's why you see FuelTech everywhere.
Whether you're building a dedicated track car or a daily driver, Autosports Engineering has got you covered. We manufacture top quality billet performance parts that